Hello everyone, welcome back to day 24 of the 100 Days of UI Design Challenge, and also the last day of the week of websites, in which we were building real world like complete websites, which was so fun. One of the best challenges we've done on this channel. And today we are building one of the most portfolio worthy UIs we have ever built on this channel. It uses gradients, it uses grids, it uses images with strokes of gradients inside of grids. So there is literally so much extremely amazing advanced UI design stuff happening that I am so proud to show you guys. Today is going to be one of the best UI design streams we've ever had, and I know I say this every single time. Let's just directly jump into the demo of what we're building today. So today's UI design is extremely special, and while I'm switching over to the presentation of the demo, let me tell you about the super cool gradients that we're building in today's UI design. So today we are using 3 different colors to build out a gradient, which is actually quite an improvement for the two colored gradients that we usually used to do. And also today's UI design is going to be extremely fun to watch. So just check this out, you guys. On the surface level, this looks like just a plain run-of-the-mill UI, but once you start to scroll, you start to see the wonders of this UI design. This has been with me for a really long time. I built this UI design, I don't know how many months long ago, but check this out. This page is super duper awesome, super duper fun. Way too many things here just work perfectly. There's colors, there's strokes, there's gradients, there's images inside of grids with strokes of colors and stuff that you have not yet completed or took a look at in your UI design journey. This text is filled with a gradient, which I'm super proud of, and also this next section has a background of the same gradient. So a lot of gradients that we're going to be talking about today, a lot of blue, purple, and some more purple pinkish shades that we're going to be working with today. A small UI design, but a fun UI design. We haven't looked into UI designs that are compact and yet use image masks like we have done here today, and just overall the level of effect that we're going to be having here today. So let's just jump right into what we're going to be building out today. Let's just go back to our file. If you don't have Figma downloaded yet, what are you doing? Just go back to your browser, whatever browser you're using, and simply search for Figma downloads, and that's just going to load up figma.com/downloads for you. You can simply download your very pretty, very nice Figma app from the installer right here. You can download it for Mac OS or Windows. You can just completely decide, it's up to you. Once you complete the installation, that's when the fun starts to happen. Go back to Figma, you'll be greeted with a screen that kind of looks like this. We're going to click on create new design file, and that's going to create, you guessed it, a completely new design file for you. And now we're going to start with today's UI design. So the fun thing about today's UI design is it's going to be in the skin of a MacBook Pro 14, which we've been doing for quite a while now. So let's just jump to frames, click on F on your keyboard, and type out MacBook Pro 14, or just get it from the desktop right here. This is going to load up, when we prototype this UI design, this is going to load up this beautiful laptop skin for us, which is the absolute best dream, and which is going to get started right away. So the very first thing you want to do is to get these images that we're using today. Today's images are also from our Discord group, but these are from day 24. You can just get it from the Discord group. These are from Unsplash. So we've just loaded them up in an Unsplash collection for you. You just click on this link and it takes you directly to Unsplash. Fun stuff that we're trying out today. Just download all of these images as we go. The first image that we're going to be using today is this one, and I have to say the gradient that is in the sky of the London Bridge, this image, is what inspired today's UI designs beginning gradient. This is what made it all so cool and happen so well. So let's just jump right in. The very first thing that we're going to take a look at here today is we're going to get this image in the background, cover the complete background without worrying about any overlays, anything else. So we're just going to go and click on Ctrl-Shift-K. Don't give the frame a direct fill. Otherwise, once you start to scroll, it's going to give you a ton of trouble. Just click on Ctrl-Shift-K, place this image, and once the image is placed, which I don't see placed yet, and yet it says image resized, let's just click on open, and that's going to place this image here today. Why is this image not loading? So weird, just not loading. super duper weird. Click on this image, and if you haven't joined the Discord group yet, make sure to join the Discord group. Where did my image go? I don't think it loaded yet. If you run into errors like this, simply go to your file explorer, download your image from Unsplash and just copy it. I hope this gets this image inside, and yes, it did. Now that we have our image, it is extremely large, so it's much bigger than your MacBook Pro 14. And one of the reasons we've just taken our images directly from an Unsplash collection today is because I want to talk about how to fix these issues as well. So we're just going to make sure it's on an average resized up to a point where it kind of looks good, and I think this works well right now. So let's just go to MacBook Pro 14 and we'll start to increase the size over here, and then that's going to give us a lot of very cool features. But before we do that, let's just go to this image and we're going to crop this image out so that the image does not have additional borders. Otherwise, when we start scrolling, these borders are going to be longer than we want them to be. So we're just going to go right here without making this frame any larger than it already is. Default MacBook Pro 14 setting. Select our image, crop it out to fit the exact same borders, exact same sizes. And we've got a couple of comments coming in as well. Let's just read them out while we're doing this. Ansh says, I got a lot of knowledge watching your streams. Thank you, Ansh. That's really nice. It's so awesome to get to be here live every single day, talk about UI design with all of you who are also equally interested in UI design. So let's just get this thing fitted. And once you do this, you have just absolutely you can just stop worrying about this whole thing becoming an issue while scrolling. So you can just go back to your frame, don't select the image, just go back to your frame and drag it out, and now you can basically scroll this without this image screeching and squooshing and just getting in your place in an extremely weird fashion. The font that we're going to be using today, I think a lot of you know this, is my favorite font, Outfit. Let's get Outfit inside this UI design. The best font ever. We're just going to get this font really simply. Type out Explore. If your font case is extremely weird like me, don't worry. You know what, I'm just going to make this bigger because right now no one can see anything. If your font is weird in cases like me, don't worry about it at all. We're just going to make it capitalized, and then whatever you type out, it just fixes it automatically. The font size is going to be much smaller today. We're going to make it 24. How about 24? 24 should work well. You can even go with 28. Say hi in the chat, everybody. This is such an amazing day. We're coming here live on day 24 of the 100 Days of UI Design Challenge. And it's so awesome to think we've managed to make it this far. I did not imagine I would make it this far. So congratulations on making it this far on our UI design journey. Let's just place this right here. Say hi in the chat, everybody, really quickly. This is so fun. Today's UI design uses gradients, grids, strokes, and just stuff that you have not seen before. That is going to be the ultimate portfolio booster. Just the best thing to ever happen to your portfolio. We're going to make this thicker. You can go up to bold. You know what, let's just go to extra bold. Extra bold works well. Just use this button to align everything in the center. And now we're going to get, you know what, let's just add an effect of drop shadow here first. This is going to make sure this Explore word really comes up on your screen before anything else happens. So let's just go right here and type out LONDON, which is the most important word for today. We'll just get this to a bigger size, 120. You know what, I think we're still using the font Inter, which is such an embarrassment today because we are going to be making this whole UI design with the font Outfit, OUTFIT. Let's just change the font color to white and increase the font size by a whole lot. I don't think 128 is going to be enough. Let's just change it to 200. If you guys have any questions at all related to UI design, make sure to leave them in the comments and we can just talk about a lot of stuff related to UI design. And now we just need a little bit of description text. This text is of course taken from the Lorem Ipsum plugin in Figma. If you've been following me for any amount of time, you know I love to use the Lorem Ipsum plugin because it just makes your job so much simpler. Let's just give this a little bit of lift from behind its weird background. And this isn't going to be enough to make this text stand out, by the way, and we're going to get into that in just a bit. So just get to the text box, generate this text box for you, add some text to it, otherwise this text box just goes away as soon as you click out of the frame. Reduce your font size. Let's just get it to maybe 18 should work really well. Let's just get to plugins and choose the lorem ipsum plugin in Figma. That should fix a lot of things for us. And while this runs, we're going to make sure it is set to Potter ipsum, because why not? Make sure to use the plugin by DivRiots. Don't use the one by Mongolia. I think I'm getting that correctly. It's just super duper weird, and I don't like it. I don't think it's a good plugin compared to lorem ipsum. Let's just get it to its natural case, because I'm pretty sure they don't make the same kind of case errors that we do. And we'll just make this have an auto height, so it just gets the perfect amount of height. Center line everything, and also reduce the thickness to regular. That should work well. And if there's anything at all that you want to highlight right here, make sure to just make it make it thicker. We've got a couple of people watching, which is surprising today, including Ashmit, who says namaste. Hello, welcome. And let's just align this into the complete center. And even now, this does not have the best visibility in the whole world, which is quite the bummer, interestingly. And we're just going to make sure this is the fun part, you guys. We're getting to gradients, which is the absolute best part of this design. The grids of the images as well are going to rely so heavily on gradients, which is going to be fun, super duper fun. Let's just change this to linear gradients and change the direction as well, which is super duper important. Oops. Change the angle. This is the best button if you want to change the angles ever at all. And now we're also going to make sure we get these exact same colors, because you could go ahead and spend your time trying to choose the perfect colors for radial gradients, and yet you are not going to find these colors, because you will not believe the amount of hours it took me to find these colors, you guys. It was 20. I'm going to spoil that surprise for you. Let's just get these exact same colors, because honestly I don't have the time to think for it at all. Sammy says, hi everyone, welcome back, Sammy, to day 24 of the 100 days of UI design challenge. Ashmit says, kitni achhi English hai aapki. Thank you, stranger, that's really nice. 005 FF5 is the first color that we're using today. This is the best gradient we've ever done on this channel. Do not miss it. If you can, just use this UI design, copy it, join the Discord group if you haven't yet. What are you doing? The best UI design community in the whole world is in the description of this video, and you're just not joining it. What kind of a fool does that? What kind? And we're just going to change these colors now. All right, and let's now get the most magenta color in the whole world. This color would be extremely grotesque, terrible looking if it wasn't for this gradient, but the purples and the blues quite honestly save the terribleness of this purple. And now you might be wondering, nothing is visible anymore, which is just so surprising. How are we going to look at the text? Firstly, we're just going to get this down to a point where the only thing behind this remains the image, and then we're going to start reducing its opacity, which is quite honestly the most fun thing you can do at all. 30%, it looks kind of like this. 20%, it looks kind of like this. The funny thing is, I made this UI design in like 2022 or 2023, and that was the first video we ever uploaded onto this channel, and super duper weird. Super duper weird, super duper fun. Anyways, I just completely removed that video because it was embarrassing, and it had a lot of animations which were good actually. I should upload that at some point. Again, we've made sure every single thing on this text is extremely visible. Every single thing has a drop shadow. Every single thing is in front. And also now we're going jumping to the best part, which is buttons. Do not miss the buttons. They're the best. Let's just get this a lift. Let's just truly give this a lift to make sure it's visible from what's behind, and then we're going to get to buttons. You can do these buttons two ways. You can either get this button in this exact same gradient that we do have, or if you want to have some fun, you can give this a complete black fill. Both of these extremely good choices, but since this is the very first button, front screen, hero section, and also we're using a really light tint of this exact same gradient, you can just reserve this black button for the white areas of the page, because it's truly down there that it's just going to give you the perfect chef's kiss moment. So this is the button that we're going to be building today. Of course, we're going to stay with my favorite font in the whole world, Outfit, ever. let's just change this to start now. Let's just change this to start now. I am laughing because this isn't the biggest stream on this channel, but for me it's the best stream on this channel, and you know why. You're watching and you know why. This is so weird. I have never had people who know me personally, other than obviously my family, ever watch these streams. Super duper fun. Anyways, we're just going to frame this selection. This is the best way to make buttons in the whole world, by the way. Never miss it. Never. Click on auto layout. That's going to give you the freedom to generate a little bit of padding, and that's just going to make your job so much fun, super duper fun. We're just going to give this a fill, and of course we're going to stick with our initial gradient, which, if you don't know how to get this previous gradient from this rectangle to this button, there's a super special way for that. I know you all have been requesting me for the reusable components in Figma, and we were going to make a design library as well, but today we're going to be doing something even better, which is going to go right here and create a color style, which is going to be the main color style that we're going to be using for today, MAIN. And this is not the best thing right now because this only has a 20% opacity. Meanwhile, we need 100% opacity for the buttons. So let's just go right back, and we'll just click on this and get ourselves, you know what, before we try to fill it with this reusable style. This is a reusable style, by the way, the perfect way to replicate what CSS variables does in Figma, and we're just going to copy and paste and duplicate it because this is not enough. So let's just, you know what, let's just go right here, disconnect it. So the only purpose of creating this variable from right here was to copy these colors at these differences of linear gradient. And Sammy asks if there's something special today. Yes, there is. I'm not sure if the special person who's amongst us would like their identity to be revealed, but someone really special is watching today. So yes, it's extremely funny how I might say something weird, say something wrong, and you all see me every single day. This person has come today, so I might get made fun of today. So can't mess today's stream up. Can't really do that. Although I might, knowing myself, I might. And this is the best use of sort of taking this rectangle, getting the gradient out, disconnecting this rectangle from the gradient, and then just getting the gradient back here, changing its, just getting it for this button, changing its opacity again. This is the most advanced use of variables and replicated design systems in Figma, which we are going to get into October. Prashant says, hello, new year. Welcome, Prashant. Welcome. Sammy says, good, keep it up. Thank you. Let's just align this perfectly in the center, and this is actually a much bigger button than we intended for it to be. Let's just sort of leave it at this, because honestly I'm just not in a position to go back and forth too many times. Anyways, the most important thing right here is, let's just keep it to 30. The most important thing here is this button is completely centered. You can mess up a couple of border radius pixels, you can mess up a couple of padding pixels, but the most important thing is you just make it completely aligned in the center. Prashant is asking if we can learn this from scratch. Yes, Prashant, this is UI design. It uses completely zero code, which is so fun because UI designers don't need to code at all. One of the fun things of being a UI designer. If you want to learn to code, then that can be taught as well. I'm a programmer as well, but we don't program here. We come here live every single day at 8 p.m. Indian Standard Time and talk about making excellent UI designs that make you a complete UI designer. This is day 24 of the 100 Days of UI Design Challenge. On day 100, which will be on December 4th, I calculated, you will be a completely advanced UI designer. Do not miss it. Alright, let's just center this perfectly. And now, the next thing that we're going to do, I hope the people who've made me laugh are still watching. Send a signal. Don't worry about it. And we just... I'm not going to say anything right here. I am not going to jeopardize this UI design stream by saying the wrong thing today. You know who you are, and I'm going to have a lot of fun, and I'm not going to say anything to you. I hope I hope my message goes across the room. Anyways, we can't allow ourselves to be distracted by all of the distracting elements in the air today. Beautiful UI design stream. Make sure to center line everything, because if you don't, I'm going to knock down the door of your house and make you center line everything. This is going to be the next section. This is the best section in this whole UI design. I cannot believe I did this section in 2022 or 2023. Super duper cool. Can we just take a moment to appreciate the level of complexity that this UI design has? There is a whole image grid going on here, which is not your average 3x3, 4x4 grid. This image has a stroke with a whole radial gradient, with a whole linear gradient to it. It has a title text, which also has a gradient to it. So many complex elements. Let's just start with the images. These images are from Chalo Kursi says the paragraph is invisible. Can you make a contrast? I think you could just increase the drop shadow, and that should make things fun. That should make things fine. Let's just make this thicker, and then you can sort of just adjust it. I think 50-56 should work well, but you can adjust it. All right. You can take your time to adjust it. All of these designs and all of these assets and stuff are visible in the Discord group. By the way, the next thing we're going to doing is getting all of these images. Super duper fun. Let's just get these images from right here. We're going to download a couple of images now, and this you can find in the Discord group. Make sure to join the Discord group. First link in the description if you haven't already. What the hell are you doing? Join the Discord group now. We've gotten this image. Now we're going to get 4 more images. Skyscraper image is the one we're searching for now. Skyscraper image received. Another image. This one. London Bridge. Let's just get this one as well. This sunlight image, and I'm just getting images now. Nothing complicated at all. This one is the red bus image, which also we need to get. And now we're going to jump into the most complex section of this UI design, which is actually very, very simple to make. So the way we're doing this is we're getting 2 thin images at the top and bottom, and then 2 thick images. So when you get thin images, you get thick images, and then you get this image to fill up the space. And I'm going to make myself really, really clear in the coming moment. So let's just get a couple of rectangles here. No need to put in actual images. Just putting in rectangles should be fine. Let's just place this right here and place, and then we also need a thick image here as well, because when there is a thin image, there needs to be a thick image. And then we're going to sort of repeat that. On top of that, there's going to be one other thin image, which is also in the works today. I promise you, I will not reveal this secret. I'm sorry if I'm speaking in gibberish now. Let's just stick to the UI design plan for today. All right, now that we've gotten one thin image, we've gotten a thick image next to it, and we're going to sort of repeat that again. So we're going to get one more rectangle here. This does not have to be the perfectly scaled rectangle in the whole wide world, but it just has to work well. These two have to be aligned together. Make sure to align all of your images together, because if you don't, I'm going to be knocking down on your door. And make sure you do. Let's just get this aligned today. I will say it again, just because all of you need to hear it. This is not the biggest stream on this channel, not the one that's going to get me the most likes and subscribers. In fact, if it would be awesome. But this is the most fun stream I've ever had in a really long time. And I'm just going to leave it at that. Figma cross Sigma tick. All right. If that's the Sigma mail stuff that we need to look into, I think that's also good for you. I'm not going to jump into depths. All right, now let's just get a couple of images here as well. So the first image that we're going to get here is this one. We just go to select our images. The first one is going to be a really, really thin image. This one, sunset kind of look and feel, purple look and feel, perfect for our look. And again, this is just a very, very simple grid that we have designed. Always design your grids with rectangles. Never design your grids with images. Never ever design your grids with images. Always design your grids with rectangles. All right. Let's just get the second image. What is the second image? I think this is the second image. Let's just get this right here. All right, the next image that we're going to, let's just get this to set. This is also going to have this beautiful stroke, which so cool. Let's just get the red bus image on top. I hope this is a fun stream. If this is a fun stream, make sure to click on the like button. By the way, you guys, how many of you have applied to UI design jobs and got rejected? Just type I in the comments. No embarrassment here. Count me in. Just how many of you have applied to things and just gotten rejected as far as UI design is concerned? Because I have a secret for you today. Let's just get the image that we need to get. This is the image that we need to get. Is it? Yes, it is. The sunset image. Prashant asks, why am I laughing looking at you laughing? I'm laughing because someone, I still believe, because I don't know who is watching this stream anymore, but someone is watching the stream who is an extremely hilarious person. But again, that person with all of their weirdness is making me laugh, and then hopefully that's making you laugh. This is a funny stream. This is a funny stream. That's the whole point. This is a funny stream. I hope this stream is funny. Otherwise, it would just be an embarrassing stream of a crazy lady just laughing at her face. This is a funny stream. Let's just get this to an 8 because, wow, not 25. Always stick to an 8. And now we'll just get our gradient. This gradient, you don't want to make this gradient again. Let's just get the main gradient which we got from our image and break it off, and then just make sure the whole fill is up to 100%. Again, if you guys want to leave a comment, be my guest. Let's just give this a border radius, and that's going to make our whole life much easier. Check this out, you guys. Already so cool, and you can see the whole design starting to come together. We're 80% done here, 30 minutes into the stream. Super duper cool, super duper awesome, so amazing. Let's just get a little bit of text. What was the text? Explore exotic. Wow, let's just get our text. Explore. I'm sorry if I'm laughing, but you guys have to basically face me every day for 100 days, so you have to just deal with it at this point. Let's just get this right here. Make sure everything is aligned. Always make sure everything is aligned. Make sure things are always aligned. Do not miss aligning things. And explore exotic, and then now we're going to get our main word. Don't worry if the font size isn't what you need it to be. It doesn't have to be the perfect font size. If I can't believe this yet either. It's just so weird that I made this design like at least before 2023. Super duper weird. And this was just, this is just super duper weird that we made this design in 2022. Super duper weird. Super duper weird. But of course we had to pull this out today because I went into this whole weird mode of looking back into the stuff I made and then just decided this was the perfect UI design to just show you guys, because on day 9 of this challenge we also talked about the oldest UI designs that I ever made. It was quite an embarrassing stream and I didn't know what to say yet. So I decided let's just get one of the designs that I'm actually quite proud of. That was actually made a really long time ago on the stream as well. This is supposed to be very similar in font sizes, so I think I've messed up here a little bit. Let's just change the font size to 100. This looks perfect. And make sure this is really close as well, because the London word is 100 and we need to make sure this is at least getting close. 72 is close. 64 is even closer. 64 is even closer. 64 is even closer. 56 should work perfectly. Stay with 56, you guys, because if you just go into this whole paralysis of which font size do I get, you're going to go crazy like me. Don't do that. One of the best features of Figma, most underrated ever, variable font axes. Right here, variable font axes. Stick to a number between 800 and 900, variable font axes. Just the perfect feature ever. And now we're going to get our description text. Some more description text. If you've been watching me for any amount of time, you know my favorite plugin for description text is Lorem Ipsum. Let's just get some description text. This is the most fun I've had on stream in a really long time. I don't know. I actually know why, but let's just stick to this is the most fun I've had on a stream in a really long time. A simple UI, nothing too complicated, just nothing that stresses you out about the execution part, and also excellent viewership. Let's just stick to 20. Let's keep on reducing the size until it fits, because once you design the grid, you have no choice virtually other than to just make stuff fit in your grid. And if you watched the 6 p.m. live today, which was a fun special start for us, we were reviewing awards sites that were just perfect designers, amazing UIs. The best part of those UI designs, and I've said this 1,000 times over, was one of the fonts is extremely large, one of the fonts is extremely small. And even a newborn baby can tell you the difference in font sizes. Don't keep your font sizes for text and description really similar, because if you do, you're just doing injustice, you guys. That's just injustice, plain old injustice. All right, let's just get this thing grouped together. This is grouped perfectly, and now we're going to get to the button that we just talked about in the beginning of this stream. This is a button that I think we need to scale down a little bit, quite honestly, and we're just going to change the color to black. Super duper fun stream, you guys, super duper fun. Let's just reduce the font size here as well, because of course we need to make it fit in our grid. If it does not fit in your grid, you're messing up. Congratulations, fix it, or I'm going to knock out on your door. Knock down on your door. I hope I'm using that term correctly. I sincerely hope. Make sure to adjust your paddings and stuff. Just eye it at some point. Just make sure it just looks perfect. So much fun on today's live stream. I hope y'all are having fun as well, because I sure as hell am. Let's just get this thing reduced. Let's just get this to fit perfectly. Let's just get this to fit perfectly. We're going to make sure this just fits, and just make sure everything just fits together. That's all I'm going to say. Super duper fun live stream today. Super duper fun. Make sure to join the Discord group. Any of you who haven't. The best UI design community in the whole world is in the description of this video. You would be an absolute fool to miss out. All of these images, all of these assets for a complete period of 100 days are in the Discord group. Just don't miss out. Don't miss out. Don't be stupid. Don't miss out. Join the Discord group. Anyways, again, one of the things that you do not want to miss is the Launch Your Own Portfolio Masterclass happening on the 20th. 15 main pages of portfolio and plus an infinite number of case study and blog pages, your own completely made launched website in 3 hours. How do you miss that? That just takes your UI design game to a completely different level. Just don't miss it. Do not miss it. The Launch Your Own Portfolio Masterclass. Every single detail, which there are a lot of honestly, is in the Discord group. Join from the first link in the description. If you don't join, I'm going to be knocking down on your door. Remember that. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to hold on a minute. I'm sorry, I'm laughing a lot today, I know. The next thing we need to do, if any of you think I'm a crazy person for laughing, I'm really not. This is a funny day. If any of you think I'm crazy for laughing, I'm not crazy. You are crazy. This is completely justified. And also, it's day 24. It's about damn time I started to go mad. Let's just group this whole thing together. Let's just shift this above. Prince Rawat says sorry. Why does Prince Rawat say sorry? I don't have any idea why any of you need to apologize to me. If anything, I might be the one making a critical UI design error and need to apologize to you. Sorry, sahi hai sab. Prince Rawat, what is happening? Is everything fine? Let's just get your whole linear gradient to 100% fill. I'm so sorry about today. This is there is so much stuff about which I should be laughing today, and I am. This is a funny day to stream. This is a funny day to stream. This is absolutely a funny day to stream. I think if you know why I'm laughing, because a couple of you who are watching the stream know why I'm laughing, you already know why I'm laughing. If a couple of you don't understand why I'm laughing, I think the joke has nothing to do with you right now. Alright, premium packages. Next title. Premium, just ma'am. I think प्रिंस आपको सुनना ही पड़ेगा, हंसना भी आपको हंसना भी पड़ेगा, सुनना भी पड़ेगा. थोड़ा सा एडजस्ट कर लो. एक दिन 24 दिन तक लगातार स्ट्रीमिंग करने के बाद यही हालत होती है. Why am I typing Prince now? Premium packages. Premium packages. Make sure to like this stream. If you haven't liked this stream yet, I'm going to be knocking down on your door and making you like this stream. So just really quickly like this stream. Subscribe. Did you know if we reach 300 subscribers by the 20th, which is in 2 or 3 days, I'm going to share the ultimate hack to get out of the whole analysis paralysis of opening up Figma as a beginner in UI design, not knowing what to do, the basic color palettes, the 3 topmost color palettes, the 5 best fonts for UI designers in the beginning, stuff that just gets you out of complete analysis paralysis of UI design beginner hell. And now we're going to make this a little bit thinner. I want to stick to something which is between bold and extra bold. Variable font axes, one of the best features of Figma in the whole damn world. Do not miss out on this. Center align the whole thing. Center align the whole thing. Now that this is center aligned, we're just going to go right back and create cards. Before we create cards, we need to create just for you. Just for you. Wow. I know if you are watching this without any context, I might appear to be insane, which is completely fine by me. Just learn UI design and then think about what you have to. I really can't help that. Just join the Discord group, by the way. The best UI design community for beginners in UI design. And also by the end of the stream, we're going to be taking a couple of questions from the Discord group. Jinx asks, is front-end development skills necessary for UI designers? No. Simply put, no. Is it a good strength to have? Yes, I speak from experience. Absolutely. It's nice if you code. But if you don't, UI design is a skill anyways. Change the color of you to black because honestly this kind of stands out and that's the ultimate goal. Don't worry about center aligning this at all. Let's just get a couple of cards in because cards and we're also going to be creating components today. How did I forget to mention this throughout this stream? We're going to be creating components today. Let's just get this into a completely big selection and now let's create cards. Super duper fun. Rajshah says, let's go. Welcome, Rajshah. Welcome back. Create these couple of images. These images are going to be from, of course, Unsplash, flower image, bridge image, and also this really weird cloud image. Let me just download these. These are, of course, from our Discord group. Join the Discord group. First link in the description. Do not miss out on so much cool stuff that happens. Let's just download this bridge image and also cloud image. No. Get these images. My camera is also acting weirdly today, which is fun. Super duper fun. Can we write the real locations instead of placeholder text? Absolutely you can. You can write anything you want. And you can write the real text. I am just lazy. Simply put, I do not want to type 300 lines of text while everyone in the stream viewership just runs away because I'm extremely boring and my typing speed is really, really bad. But yes, you can write text if you are a fast writer, and if you're actually planning on putting this in your portfolio, which by the way I completely welcome. You're never going to find any copyright plagiarism claims from me. You can just take all of these UI designs which we're making in these 100 days, and Raj is saying that I should write it. Raj, it's going to take a really long time, and it's just plain old typing, nothing complicated about it at all, and it's going to take a really I can't speak today, really long time to just get out on the page. But I think everyone who is a UI designer understands typing, so I'm just not in a position to just get into it. Let's just let that go. And now we're going to be making reusable cards, which is super duper fun. Reusable cards are actually quite nice once you get them right. Save a ton of time. One of the best skills to have as a beginner in UI design. Do not miss it. Do not ever miss it. Just the best things ever. Now we're going to get our images. Let's get this cloud image open. Get this cloud image to open. Today's font of the day is Outfit, like most of the days, because it's my favorite font in the whole world. And honestly, it's the most reusable font ever. Like, you can just reuse the font for as long as you want. Just so fun. Again, make sure to like this video. And I say this like a commonplace random YouTuber. Make sure to like this video. If you don't like this video, I'm going to be sad. Let's just get this to a font weight which works well. Let's reduce the font size to a just a really large number. Let's just reduce the font size to a really large number and center line everything. Oops, center. Where does my destination go? It just center aligned to somewhere else. And always make sure to just frame this rectangle. If you haven't yet, just right click and click on frame. We are so close to being done, you guys. In 10 minutes, we're just going to be done with this whole stream, which is super duper fun for me as well, super duper fun for you as well. Short streams is something that we are focusing on now because it just gets to a unbearable point if the stream is 100 hours long. Don't think about it too much. I just said it without thinking about it and now I'm regretting it. Alright, let's just get this text. Get Lorem Ipsum plugin. Within the next 10 minutes, this is going to be done. One of the most fun UIs ever. Let's just... And after we're done with this, we're going to go to Discord, look at a lot of questions, a lot of queries that came to us and stuff that we just sort of were deferring until we started this stream. So let's just get this to a really small font size. Super duper fun, you guys. Super duper fun. I should get this camera working correctly at some point. Haven't figured it out yet. Let's reduce the font weight as well. This is the most boring part of UI design ever, but the level of fun that you have once your UI design starts working correctly is unmatched, truly unmatched. I'm just going to stick to light. You can use variable font axes and stuff if you want. Again, we're going to go and type out read more. READMORE ... Make it thicker. That is important. Today is a fun stream. Let's just get main and we're going to unlink this. We got this from our initial rectangle. Never forget. Get the percentage for this guy up to 100 and place this right here. We are so close to getting this done. Make sure to leave a ton of white space, extra space, breathing room, whatever you want to call it. And just get this button also, get it out. Sort of drag it out. Make sure it isn't behind anything weird. Let's just make this smaller. How smaller should it be? 12, 10 should be fine. Let's just stick to 10. And now we're going to make sure the padding is also adjusted, because if it isn't, quite honestly, your button is going to look weird. Again, this isn't the biggest stream, but it's the most fun stream ever. Make sure your border radius is always adjusted. If it isn't, it's just going to be a weird thing that's just left over. This is the most reusable button ever, and it's just going to take your whole UI design game to a completely different level. So just do not miss out on this button at all. 2 different buttons is usually the way to go. If your tab closes like mine, just click on Ctrl-Shift-K. We are designing one of the most fun UI designs we've ever done. So much technique today, so much stuff to cover. You know what, let's just get rid of this for a little while, because having 2 buttons is also quite the job. Let's just place this right here, and here's the where the fun starts. So I could simply choose to use my gradient like I have done in my previous buttons, but now I'm just going to, since I have 3 different cards and 3 different colors which make up my whole thing, I'm just going to get 2 different buttons and just get each button a fill of the individual colors that have actually comprised of our gradient. Shubh says, am I using auto layout? Yes, Shubh, these buttons are made with auto layout, one of the most fun features in Figma ever. And I know I just use this term for like everything ever. This is going to be our frame. This is going to be a reusable component. Just click on this button right here. This creates a component for you. Type out card. That's going to create this card for you. Go to assets, and here's where the magic starts to happen. This is where things get really cool, you guys. Just click on card. Insert an instance. This is going to create, oops, I don't think we had the image, this image inside of our frame, which is quite a bummer. Let's just get this back and just make a component out of this now. Rename this to card, and that's going to make sure your component is renamed into a really good value. Go right here and click on insert instance. This is going to why do I still not have my image? This is the part which just gets my goat. Let's just place this right here, and now we're going to create a component. Let's hope it doesn't give us too many errors right now. Rename this to card, go back to assets for the 3rd time, insert another instance. Let's hope this works. Yes, it did. Thank you, God. Let's just center line this and change this image back again. We got a couple of images, and we're going to get this flower image now. This is going to take a little while, and the only other thing that you need to make sure, where is my destination one? And again, if things are messing up for you, you can just take it and just place it in the center. If your component doesn't work for you, just, I know heading is not there. Let's just do this again, because you can just get this wrong super duper easily, super duper quickly. I think it's going to be there now. Let's just insert one more instance. Center line everything, change the color change this image. Now we've fixed the component. Now we'll just change this image and change the button again. Nope. Go right here. Click on this image and replace this image again. If you guys have ever applied for UI design jobs and gotten rejected or selected, type I in the comments. We're going to get another instance, one last instance. The Launch Your Own Portfolio Masterclass is happening on the 20th. Limited spots left. Sign up with the Discord group. Link in the comments, in the description actually. Let's just get this 3rd image also completely set up, and we're going to go right here and change this color to the last color of this gradient. The best part about this right here is it just goes from these button colors, just gradually go from their background color, which is actually one of the colors that makes the gradient. And this is just a really just cool effect to have on your design, not to use the actual whole gradient itself, but the colors that make up the gradient, and then just put 3 different cards. Just something that's going to take your UI design to a completely different level. Make sure all of your cards are inside of your main frame. If they're not, it's going to give you a whole world of trouble. Let's just drag this in. Again, I have to stick with whatever is relevant for the stream. I'm sorry if your comments don't get read. I have to always stick with what's good for the stream, because when I don't, that Raj says, I think we should maintain consistency. Raj, this is a fun effect. As a UI designer, we just get to have fun a couple of times, like today's stream, and I'm just having fun here today, because yes, consistency is important, but I think the consistency is still maintained when the background color is the same. I don't think this would be my gold standard for every single UI, but I don't think this would be my gold standard for every single UI, but Shubh, let's leave everyone in the comments. Let them be the way they are. Let's just let people be the way they are. Let's just not interfere with everyone's working. Let's just leave everything the way it is. All right, and now we've sort of fixed this. Let's just drag this down. Let's just center line everything, and this is going to be and now we'll just get the footer. Let's just get the footer now. I'm so sorry for laughing, you guys. This is extremely funny to me. Whatever I think is funny is funny. Forget I said that. Windows plus dot is how you're going to get copyright symbols if you're on Windows. If you're on Mac, I have no idea. No, I'm kidding. It's still actually very, very doable. You can just go to Safari and search for the copyright symbol, and you can just copy the whole thing. ASCII texts, ASCII symbols is the site, if you're wondering. We're just going to align this perfectly right here. And with that, we are almost done. In fact, if you guys suggest really cool social media profile handles, just something fun, bird, monkey, dinosaur, disaster, something like that, we'll add that. We'll make them the social media handles for this UI design. Really quickly come up with 3 cool words, you guys. A couple of people who've watched for a really long time know what I'm talking about. Let's just get a couple of icons, and we can add social media handles if you guys come up with really cool words. Rajha says monkey. So we're back with the monkeys. Let's just go to Iconify, get our icons. 2 more, you guys. 2 more. I'm going to stick with monkey. Let's search for monkey as the social media profile. We're not going with Instagram today. 2 more. 2 more. Come on. Donkey. Get more creative than that. Monkey, donkey. Fine. Please get... I don't think you're going to find icons for Sunki. I don't think that's going to happen. I'm still fine with, you know what, I'm just going to stick back to Instagram, because I think now things are just getting more unhinged than ever, and it's just, there's a limit to everything. Let's just get plain icons, because I'm the buzzkill. Facebook. Sometimes I just have to scream these names because I forget all about them. What else? X. Do they call this X on Iconify, or do they call it Twitter? No idea. X is actually the one you need to type if you want the latest icons. And now that we've gotten icons, we are so close to being done, you guys. You can add photo for Sunki. I know I can, but whose photo? Should it be your photo? Should we get it from the YouTube channel comments? We can do that. Should we get the photo? Should we get... I need to have your consent before I put your photo in the social media profile for... I think everyone's just completely in line today. I don't think anything's out of order at all. I think since I'm the one who makes the designs, I have so much more control. I could just go back to the live chat, copy your image URL which Google is using, and just put it right here next to Sunki. I think I could do that, but I'm not going to. Change the colors again one last time, make it black, and with that, let's just skip that whole conversation. It's not the most fun or productive conversation we've had on this stream. Let's just leave it the way it is, and give it a little bit of spacing. Again, you know what, you can all just get these images from Discord and basically make your own monkey, funky, whatever other weird URL handles you want to put. Now we're going to close off everything, and this is the moment we've all been waiting for, ladies and gentlemen. Let's just... No, Raj, you did not offend me. I think it takes a little bit more than that to offend me. I think plenty of people here have already offended me way more. I think we're cool. It's absolutely fine. Just playing. Let's just let it go. We can just click on share prototype, and all of you can join basically to viewing this prototype which we just built on stream. So many retracted messages. What a good day it is to be retracting messages. Welcome. IA Music says great. Thank you, IA Music. Any one of who you joins right here just will be visible to us. If you are thinking of applying to your next UI design job, make sure to join the Launch Your Own Portfolio Masterclass. It is happening on the 20th. The cheapest masterclass on making portfolios ever. Rupees 492 Indian national rupees. How much cheaper does it get to launch your own website? Like, eating pizzas is more expensive than that. Let's just be real. Make sure to join. 3 hours of the best content on making your own portfolios ever, and you are going to get to retain that whole video for a whole year. Only 5 designers get to join on 20th from 5 to 8 p.m. in the evening, Indian Standard Time. Super duper fun. Again, we've got a couple of people watching. Hello Racha, welcome. Hello Shubh Singh, welcome. People from the comments right here. Hello Anonymous, welcome. Welcome to this UI design, and it's just so much fun getting live here today. We've learned so much today, guys. We've talked about gradients, we've talked about grids. Just check this UI design out. Gradients, overlays for hero sections, gradient fills for buttons, grid strokes for making like images and stuff. I'm just going to make myself disappear for a mini second, and then we're just going to be done really quickly. We've just covered gradients. We've covered gradients as hero backgrounds. We've covered images as grids that fill up as strokes. Just the most best grid UI layout that ever exists. Premium packages section. We've had some fun with these buttons as well, and so much more. This footer section also looks fabulous. Minimalistic, simple, awesome. Thank you so much for joining me live today. This has been one of the most fun streams we've ever had. If you want to join me, you can join me in making the best portfolio in the world, inspired from day 5 of the 100 Days of UI Design Challenge. This is a complete website. Join me on the Launch Your Own Portfolio Masterclass from the Discord group. Otherwise, just subscribe. If we reach 300 subscribers by the 20th of September 2024, I'm going to share my absolute favorite cheat sheet on colors and typography for beginners in UI design, and also stock images and illustrations. Do not miss it. Like this video, and I'll see you live tomorrow at 6 p.m. Indian Standard Time for reviewing some awesome awards websites, and also 8 p.m. Indian Standard Time, same place. An extremely cool UI. You are not going to believe what we have planned for today. A lot of really cool gradients, white opacities that make up perfect hero sections. Do not miss tomorrow's UI design stream. It's out of this world. I will see you tomorrow. Until then, take care and goodbye.